It's what?
12 slow speed.
Oh, dang. All right. Now you're talking.
Pick whatever. Oh, Alamo right there.
Low profile, decent horsepower PTO machine. Air conditioners doing good. I like it.
Supposed to be pointing down.
Probably so. That's all aftermarket up there. Well, there's aftermarket and then there's fixed. Well, use this old boy's rig to back the new water wagon up onto there. Well, 2 birds, 1 stone. 2 rigs, 1 diamond. On this episode of Random Purchases by V-Belt & Son, we snagged up a awesome little PTO ag 4-wheel drive rubber tire hootenanny. You'll see that later on this winter when we get this thing into full swing. We're hoping to do some snow removal kind of stuff, PTO driven with it. But since we were out and about, I took the big trailer because I thought this water wagon was close by to the tractor when we made the purchase so that we could just grab 2 birds, 1 stone. And actually it wasn't, but we made the drive anyway since we had the space on the trailer. Let's make it happen. This water wagon had been sitting for months on Marketplace, hadn't sold, and I believe it hadn't sold because, for one, it had a leak on the water tank, so we took the gamble on that. But nevertheless, it's still a 1,000-gallon water wagon that has 8-lug axles, electric brakes, and it's not overbuilt, but it's built good enough to handle 1,000-gallon, and it stays under the CDL requirement, so Haas can tow this thing around. But when we got there, the guy I was buying it from also informed me that the engine for the water pump, she wasn't running anymore, and he had tried to start it with starting fluid, but he sprayed it in the exhaust, so we didn't even mess with it there. You guys will see the smoke flame show here in a second. I guess now's the time to unload everything. Branching out. Didn't buy this for the mower. Bought it for the PTO capable 4-wheel drive, rubber tire, possible snowblower rig. And it's all 3-point stuff. PTO front and rear. And I thought we were in the area for this thing, but it turns out it was closer to home. But we got it anyway. Feels like everything stayed on there. Back window came unlatched. Yeah, update on the new tank. Their PVC valve to toilet drain, PVC to duct tape. Oh, more PVC here. We're just cutting it off. It's leaking. Hand it here, Callahan. Thank you, bud.
Okay, let's get back to work.
Come on, bud. What? Why is it throwing fire? Yeah. We can't be doing that fire on today. Welcome back. Sorry for the wind noise, but we got a whole bunch of plumbing parts, suction hose, second pump, but we got to put a new fitting in there, and I'm not going to turn the coolers off so you guys can hear me. I'm sorry. It would kill me in 3 seconds. It's so hot. So I got to get the new fitting inside there, the new bulkhead, and hopefully that goes smooth.
I am off to invisible grounds. Don't know when to stop. Returning, it's not the way for me. Only a mile to go. Somewhere I belong. I'll see it clearer now.
Got a new bulkhead on there. Tighten it as tight as I dare to go on plastic. It's got an O-ring obviously on the back side, or a square O-ring. And got my new ball valve on there. The ball valve definitely shouldn't leak, but I'm gonna go ahead and put a little water in it. Make sure this tank's only, technically, this trailer is a 2020. So we'll make sure we got no leakos. So at this point in time, I believe this thing had trouble selling because of the leak back here. And they just had it puttied all up. And it was in some ugly shape down there. But $25 bulkhead fitting. And they had, this was taped on there, and it was kind of goofy. I need to put that on there correct. But I want to make sure she's got a good sound tank before I get too involved with it. And check this out. You ever seen bolts like this? It's not a real bolt head. I'll show you. How many sides does that sucker have? Yeah, 6. Thing's got 5. What is that? Just need to cut those off. Where'd I get it? Close enough. It's a nice little trailer though. Look at it, nice amount of tongue weight forward. Simple design. Keeps it underneath the 10K payload, or 10K rating. It's got a good ply tires, 8 luggers, so you don't have to have a CDL so Hoss can tow it. It looks like we're doing pretty good back here. What I'm gonna do now is, where's my bag of parts? I'm gonna do this right here. Put that there. And we're gonna go quick coupler, and then, where did it, there it is. That big dog, probably fish a loop on it or something. That way I can switch between this pump and that pump if there's ever a failure. And or this thing can hook on to another pump somewhere else, because that's why I got them all set up. All the pumps and all the tanks all have these quick couplers like this. I like it. But so far we're hoping for no leaks. Need to put a brace on the spout. Need to take that pump, rotate it, and it could be pretty good. Not leaking. Yeah, knock on wood. Did you get it tight?
Yes.
Which one? Okay. I'm glad you got it tight. I didn't check that one. That's the right size and all that. Yep, perfect. Good angle, huh? He didn't have the right size, so he's trying to find the right size. You gotta get a bigger one, huh? Bigger one? Got the biggest one. Whoa. Yeah, I hate when creepers do that. Let's see. She gonna fit? Go down with it a little bit. I think that's the right size. Go right here. Flip it over, you get a new angle. Oh, no, we need a bigger one. That's a big son of a gun. You gonna try it out?
Yes.
I think we need bigger than that. Well, I lost the pool this year, so we're gonna start from scratch, but I figured why not give that water to the woods? rather than the fresh water that you go in the pool. So I got this pump here all the time for the summer. Just in case stuff gets wild, I can just pump out of the pool. And the dogs get swimming. Oh, kid. Well, got her hooked up to the truck. Actually squatting the old girl. This thing, like I mentioned, is designed to be non-CDL, even though they messed up with that strips on there. The strips in California, as far as I know, mean that the rig is rated for more than 10K. So technically you're supposed to have those on a 3500 flatbed. It's for flatbed commercial kind of stuff. You don't need to put that stuff on your pickup trucks. But let's hook the lights up and see if they work. How on the cheese head did they? Come on, baby. Talk to me. What do we got? Some couples on the sides. Hey, I saw them. Come on. Cool. The simple one on the flashers. Your flashers are your turns and your brakes. See, you got your runners and your brakes and turns all in the same bulb. This is a simple trailer, but we should be right under or right at 10,000 pounds, not over though. I don't care, I have a CDL, but you know, for Haas, anybody else, that's what these little trailers are made for. Oh, Haas bought this one ways back. Bought like 3 or 4 of the tanks at the same time. So I'm gonna snag the lid off of it. Well, we discovered that the hole for the tank is oval. So that's why the lid ain't going on there. And look at that guy down there. Hey, where you go? Hey, he made it, first trip. Everything still looks here, even the bungee that we didn't hook over the top of it. Feels kind of nice having a bigger magazine over there of ammo. Not 5 minutes worth. We got 6. Spray this to keep the dust down mainly, and then fire danger. Fire danger probably be considered first, but dust, it gets bad. Especially this is a new house site right here, and very current house up there. We don't want to make too much dust. Not when you can help it. And then so we don't have a bunch of duff right here, I'll go ahead and spray the skid trail. Just a little bit of moisture helps that from just turning into talcum powder. Yeah, Keith's got these 2 big tanks set up, but he's only got 1.5 inch suction. I was just gonna hook our suction to it, but it's the next size down. But he's got a little Honda pump right here, 1.5 inch fire hose, so that worked out for our filler neck tank. And about a couple minutes, it seemed like 6-7 minutes, half full. That's pretty good for that little pump. How's it feel to have the 1,000?
Excellent.
The dang freaking cable. I was gonna bring those closer. I could put them in the trail right there. Yeah, just mainly soak the area that you're standing in. Walked right through there. Got me straight. Just to the right. Bastards. Oh, got there a little too close. Oh well, that spot's gonna get a little bit more moist. Put that nozzle right on the end of the pump. Back up. Yeah. I don't even have the, it's kind of almost at idle, just to ditch off idle. Sprayed pretty good. Look at the driveway. He just put new stone down, and he asked if I could go easy on it, because the last excavator we had, you remember the 080 had a dingle grapple, and there was just no real, I mean, you could balance it, but it just, the logs don't really behave perfectly, no matter the skill level, you have to admit. But with the Mechlek, it's got the fixed roto back on it, and it's quite a bit more of a hoss and more stable and everything. I skidded about logging truck plus load from up there. Not really skidded, I just packed it down here. And she's all organized. Got the pine over here. For over there. Whatever. And we're good to go. Self-loading logging truck's gonna come pick this up, and he can only haul about 40,000 pounds because you're only allowed to go 80. So, oh man, he's gonna have 1 maybe 3/4 of the pine, but he'll haul it straight to the mill from here. And then this stuff's heavy right now. He might have 2 over there. It's all laid out, so it looks a little funny, but anyway, I'm gonna end her here. We're locked and loaded. I need to, well, maybe that one's not locked, but this one's loaded. So technically, loaded and locked. No, unlocked and loaded. We'll figure it out. But I'm gonna come back bright and early tomorrow morning and pick up the Mechlek. But 2 days, definitely more than 3 logging truckloads, almost 4. Not bad for 2 guys, clean up the mess. And Keith gave me a barbecue and a manual pump. I got a perfect spot for that thing at the house. But we're gonna end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Later. Definitely nice to have a little bit extra water on tap. The 1,000-gallon water wagon goes a long ways. You can see that we're trying to keep this thing as minimal and as simple as possible, trying to keep it under the 10,000 pound either rating or how much it weighs. If you go over the 10,000 with either of those, then you have to have a CDL in the state of California. It's a goofy law. Don't tell me. I already know. But Haas doesn't have the CDL, and this trailer falls right into the category of something that he can tow. And that 1,000 gallons is awesome to be able to have compared to, yeah, if you're familiar with the channel, we normally only run 530s, 550s. One of them is like a conglomeration of a home brew upgrade when it needs it. And it's an all right little trailer. Electric brakes like it should, but then we have a Wiley, and that thing has hydraulic surge brakes, and they're good brakes when you need them on the highway and stuff. But if you're trying to back up into a tight spot, the hydraulic brakes are a pain in the butt. Or if you're going down a long grade really slow, those brakes end up kind of burning themselves up. So when you're trying to find one of these 1,000-gallon units, that's all we found was the hydraulic brakes. and it was something we weren't interested in because, well, you could buy it if you got a good deal and you could swap it out, I guess. But we wanted to be able to just hook this one up and go to work. Had to do a little bit of repairs on this, but honestly, I talked the guy down quite a bit because of the stuff this trailer needed, and he agreed really quickly, which was alarming, but it's worked out in our favor because all the axles are good, the 8 lugs, trailer brakes work great, and Haas even said that this was one of the nicest towing trailers he's ever pulled, and I think that's because of the axle placement. A lot of manufacturers will lean on putting the axles pretty much right in the center, balancing the load, and that's kind of ridiculous. This one, the axles are spaced farther to the back, so it gives a little bit more payload on the truck and tongue weight, so that there's no huck and bucking and a ride smooth. But very happy to finally find one of these trailers. Big item off the list. We thought about getting a water truck, but ultimately, for how much we need a water wagon and a water truck, it didn't really pencil out financially, mainly with insurance and registration on a semi. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think. See you in the next one. Bye.